Now, the Law Ministry is seeking public opinion on planned changes to Singapore's arbitration law. It's also getting feedback on a new law, one that gives certainty to the time limit where individuals and businesses can commence legal action on cross-boundary cases. Sharon C. with more.
Companies can enter into arbitration to resolve disputes out of court. And Singapore is fast becoming popular, even for foreign firms to resolve disputes. Last year, the Singapore International Arbitration Centre handled 198 cases, up from 160 in 2009. The Law Ministry wants to maintain Singapore's edge by amending legislation to strengthen its position as a global arbitration venue. One proposal allows parties to reach agreements even before they are made in writing. A more radical change is to allow courts to review decisions made by tribunals, even in cases where the tribunal decides it has no jurisdiction.
This point was really highlighted when there was a case about 4 years ago, PTR Suransi against Excel Bank, when one party was not happy with the tribunal's decision that it had no jurisdiction, and he applied to the Singapore court to challenge that decision. When the Singapore examined the provisions of our legislation, the Singapore court found that there was in fact no power for them to review a decision. So the court said, we cannot entertain this application, and so the party had no recourse in that sense.
Legal experts say the change may widen the pool of arbitration cases, but there could be side effects.
To have more cases that go to arbitration, I'm sure that must be the intention, But as to whether that will achieve it, I'm not sure. It's actually, in my view, is also a step back as well into the English position, where every decision on jurisdiction by a tribunal is reviewed by the courts. It's a reflection of the weakness of a system, that cases that are referred to arbitration end up in court. It should not be. It should end up in arbitration and finally there.
Another area MinLaw is seeking feedback is the Foreign Limitation Periods Act, to remove uncertainty when it comes to international disputes. Currently, those taking legal action here need to do so within a certain period. This applies even to contracts that are subject to foreign laws with different time limits. But under the new law, the courts will use the time limit of foreign jurisdictions for such cases.